So we're going to have a look at two videos made by Korean YouTubers that play Mabinogi, and this is about the Unreal Engine update that is eventually going to happen. I feel it's important that we know what the Koreans think about this update as well. So we're going to watch these to get more information about the update and find out like how the Korean player base feels about it as well. So let's see what we can find out in these videos.
안녕하세요. 고양이설이입니다. 마비노기가 얼리얼 엔진으로 교체하겠다고 발표한 지 어느새.
So half a year has already passed since the announcement to replace the Unreal Engine.
마침 12월 21일 기점으로 얼리얼 개발 현황.
Since December 21st, a Eternity site has been launched where you can check the status of the Unreal Engine development. And we will be taking a look at that in another video. So I am looking at the photos that have been released so far and organizing them. First of all is an early version that was shown for the first time on the day of the showcase. So this is the video of now. I got a strong feeling that it was sophisticated and pretty without feeling much different from the existing image at the time of the release. The basic design is beautiful, but this is the direction of renewal. So here you can see the examples here. This looks really good. Like here's the Unreal Engine version of her. And this is like the Pleon version of her. So you can see them side by side. Looking at the original drawing, which was designed in Pleon Engine, there's a clear difference. It feels more detailed. And more design expressions have been made. Such as hair texture and wrinkles, and the flow of the hair, and the flow of the clothes seem to be more noticeable. Looks like it came out beautifully with a lot of effort. The next topic I'm going to show you is the background of the early version of Mabinogi, which will bring out the atmosphere and emotions of the game. It's just simple buildings. So here you can see like the bank building. Like the one on the left is the Pleon Engine version of it. And you can see what it looks like in Unreal Engine right here on the right. So you can see like there are some minor differences like with the sign. But overall it's still the same building. The right side seems to have richer expressions due to the Unreal Engine resources when comparing the current Mabinogi in-game screen and the released Unreal in-game screen. These detailed shading and texture differences become more clear. The original Mabinogi's cute cartoon seems to have a more elegant and sophisticated feel while retaining the same rendering sensibility. Therefore, it seems to be a truly innovative change that even those who used to play Mabinogi in the past can accept without much resistance.
나오려면
The project is still in the early stages and needs more time
필요하겠지만 이렇게
to come out. I can't help but feel excited and nervous by seeing these little changes. The last topic to introduce is the change in the appearance of the main Militian characters that we play.
여름에 선공개된 사진에서도 본래의 캐릭터
Even in the photos that were successful in the summer,
직한 채잘
the original characteristics are maintained.
mod었다는 생각이 들었는데 이번에
I thought it was well polished, but when I look at the early real characters released this time, they are really pretty and full of life.
풍성한
Seems like more expressive elements have been added,
변화도 뚜렷하게 느껴지는데
and the line changes are clearly felt. There is also a thirst for character issues that have been unfortunately expressed due to the limitations of the TMIㅅ engine.
엔진이 교체되면 상당수 해소될 수 있을 것으로 보입니다.
It looks like a lot of things can be resolved when the engine is replaced.
또 아직 프로젝트
As said before, it's still early in the project,
시간이 필요하겠지만
and more time is needed.
들어드리겠다는 디렉터님의 말씀처럼
But just like the director said, he will make the wait exciting, and I also feel excited and nervous just by looking at the photos.
두근거리고 떨리는 거
I hope that the Unreal Engine will be ported safely and well and become a great game that lasts forever.
안녕하세요.
Okay, so that's it for that video. Let's take a look at some of those images. We were focusing on, like, reading what was being said, that we didn't really get too good of a look at, like, what was being shown. So again, you can see the differences between the buildings here. So you can see the version of the bank in TMIㅅ Engine here, and the version of it with Unreal Engine here.
오른쪽
And there's the church building. So you can see the differences between these two.
쪽이 좀 더
The one on the left is TMIㅅ Engine, and the one on the right is Unreal Engine.
공개된
And you can see this transform
이러한 세부적인
from TMIㅅ Engine to Unreal Engine. That transition is really cool. And there's Town Square in TMIㅅ Engine.
음악적인 감성을 그대로 가져가면서도 좀 더 우아하고
And there it is in Unreal Engine. That's really cool. And here's Duncan's house. So we've already seen a picture of Duncan's house in Unreal Engine, but we were kind of seeing it from the side. This is our first, at least this is my first, like, real close look at the front of his house.
옛날에 마비노기를 하시던 분들도 크게 거부감 없이 받아들일 수 있는
And that's what it looks like. So you can see how, like, the door looks, has way more details now. That looks really good. Yeah, this is the image of Duncan's house that we saw before, but we didn't really have, like, a super good view of, like, the front of it. We were more just seeing we were kind of seeing it at an angle. And next we'll be checking out this video here. This one's about the same length. The other one was like 2 minutes and 25 seconds. This one's about 2.5 minutes. Last June at a fantasy party event celebrating Mabinogi's 19th anniversary.
엔진 교체를 공식적으로 선언하며
The start of the Eternity project was announced by officially declaring Mabinogi's engine replacement.
드디어 공식적으로
Now 6 months later, the progress of the Eternity project has finally been officially revealed. It has the typical Mabinogi feel, but it also seems to have a more natural and soft
나는 것 같습니다.
feel.
그렇다면 어디까지
So far, it has progressed.
프로젝트는
The current Eternity project is in the prototyping process.
말씀드리자면
Put it simply, it is still in the early stages,
되는데요.
as said by the Korean director.
프로젝트 게시판을 통해
On the Eternity project bulletin board, that Mabinogi's engine replacement is a
재설계해서 계승하는 형태다 보니
form of redesigning and inheriting a game currently in live service So it is very different from developing a new game.
부분이 다르며 그동안 서비스를 하며 쌓아온 순수 물리적인 분량이
There is a lot of purely physical volume that has been accumulated through the service so far. I mean, it's been out for 20 years, so yeah, that's expected. There's a lot of resources in this game, and that's not just the world itself. Like, the game is massive. There's so much to do.
현재 어느 정도 진도를 가지고 있다고 섣불리 말씀드리긴 어렵다고 하네요. 서버 구조와 로직을 좀 더 안정적
And it is difficult to say exactly what
기본 동작 기반뿐만 아니라
progress is being made.
엔진에서 다시 제작해야 하고 해야 하는 과정이 많은데
There are many processes that need to be recreated in the engine,
사용 빈도가 낮은 리소스나 컨텐츠는 제외하는 등의 과감
but bold choices are also needed, such as excluding infrequently used resources or content.
그래서 이런 것들에 대해 더 나은 마비노기
So for a better Mabinogi, I will explain the development process step by step and share my concerns. So yeah, the team does need to make a lot of really bold decisions. I do understand like the difficult position they're in. There's like some things that will be impossible to move to Unreal Engine, and like there's just like some things in Mabinogi that just aren't really used that much or at all anymore. So like some things will have to go. Like, that's just the way it is. But I understand that like it's a really difficult decision to make. It puts the development team in a really difficult position. In addition, we are said to be recruiting intensively at Mabinogi for the Mabinogi Eternity project. This is great news. I'm glad they're looking at hiring new people to like work on this project. That means things are going well. Like everything, they're like actually hiring new people to like work on this faster. That's good. We are recruiting for 11 job positions, including programmers, planners, background modelers, and animators. So I'm glad they're hiring more people for this project. I hope they get some good people on the team that can help this go a little bit faster. If you're interested, please check the job posting. That's for the Koreans. The Eternity project is in the beginning stage, but the development process is ongoing. By releasing it and talking with users, I hope that it continues well until the day the engine is replaced. For more information about the Eternity project, please refer to the website, Eternity for an Eternal Fantasy Life, and I'll be covering that on the Korean site in my next video. Like, this over here is really cool. Like, look at how good this looks. These are some pictures that I imagine a lot of NA players haven't seen yet. We've seen this before. This still looks really cool though. And this looks really cool too. We can see like the Mabinogi's resources being ported into Unreal Engine here. Like, we see the trees pop up, we see the lake fill up with water here. They're adding in the fences, the mountains, the buildings, the bridges. Like, it's really cool to watch all that happen. Anyway, these two videos are what some Korean YouTubers think about the update. And I will have links to their original videos in the description below. So be sure to check those out, because it's great that there are Korean content creators that are actually covering this stuff. So we can have a look at it and get a better understanding of like what's going on with the update. And in my next video, we'll be checking out the Mabinogi Eternity project page on the Korean website.